Hey everybody, it's Ron from Pick Dawgz, and this is Ron's Bank Shot Breakdown. We're going to go over 3 college basketball games for Selection Sunday, March 16th, 2025. Now if you like this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Put your college basketball picks in the comment section below. And if you're looking for my best bets, the games I love the most in college hoops and other sports, you can find those at the Premium Picks tab at pickdawgz.com. There's also a link in the description. I also just put up my MLB Season Pass on the website, so you can check it out there. We got opening day about 2 weeks away, and of course the Tokyo series starting this week. Alrighty, let's get into it. Here are the games for college basketball on Sunday. First up, we have Cornell and Yale in the Ivy League Championship. This one 12 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be on ESPN2. Now, over the years, I've usually treaded lightly on Selection Sunday when there's only about 4 to 5 conference championship games. You know, obviously it's not a big card. There's usually not a ton of value. This year, I think the same thing. I don't see a ton of great games from a betting perspective, but obviously all championship games, these games are going to be great to watch. So I'll be enjoying it more as a fan. But when you look in this matchup, Yale played in a low-scoring game with Princeton on Saturday, 59-57, and even though Cornell's final score with Dartmouth was a little bit high scoring at 87-71, that actually went under the number as well, because Cornell numbers have been through the roof. When you look at some of their final scores to end the regular season, 102-70, 100-81, 103-88 when they played Yale on February 8th. So Cornell is one of the higher scoring teams in the country. Great offense, but little to no defense. I actually think their defense is even worse than what you may see on paper in terms of the adjusted efficiency numbers. Shot quality-wise, is not a great defense. They don't force many turnovers. They don't force tough shots, of course. So I think Yale, even though they struggle offensively on Saturday, I still expect Yale to score plenty of points in this game like they've done against Cornell this season. The flip side is, though, Cornell is the #1 shooting team in the country. They're one of the fastest teams in the country. They should be able to score here also. I mean, even though Yale is known for its defense, I do think when you look at the shot quality numbers, Yale's defense not as strong. Princeton was able to get a lot of open looks in that game on Saturday. They weren't able to cash in on all those open threes, and they made 10 threes, but still only 28%. If Princeton could have cashed in a few more open threes in that one, they would have won the game outright. Yale gets another chance here. I think they're going to need a lot more offense. I think we see that from the Bulldogs. I think we go over the number in this one. It's a pretty steep total for a championship game, but I still like the over in Cornell-Yale. Next up, we have Florida and Tennessee in the SEC Championship game, 1 p.m. Eastern on ESPN. For me, this is a game where I can't really blame you for going either way. I mean, when you look at both of these teams in this tournament, Tennessee with the win and cover over Texas and then the outright win over Auburn. Florida scoring 95 against Missouri and then 104 against Alabama, hitting triple digits in a 22-point blowout win. These teams are on fire right now, but for me, I just think Florida is a little bit more balanced. We know they're potent offense, but still top 10 in adjusted defensive efficiency this year. They've been forcing tougher shots. The key for me with Florida is, can they take care of the basketball? We saw in that game against Missouri, 16 turnovers, 22% of their possessions. If they do that in this game, I do think they're going to lose outright. But Florida overall this season has done a good job of taking care of the ball. They only had 7 turnovers in the win over Alabama on Saturday. I think they cleaned that game up. I think that the rebounding game should be pretty even. Both teams not so great on the defensive end. Both teams looking for those second chance looks, though, on the offensive end, top 20 in the country. I think Florida's the better shooting team. I think they have the better offense overall. And like I said, just a little bit more balanced. So both teams are in blowout wins in the regular season. Florida, they won by 30 in Gainesville, and Tennessee won by 20, 64-44 in Knoxville. But I think the Florida Gators get the last laugh in this one. Give me Florida in the SEC Championship. Next up, we have the Big Ten Championship between Michigan and Wisconsin, 3:30 Eastern on CBS. Both of these teams are making the tournament whether they win this game or not. But for me, I mentioned on Saturday, Wisconsin was my pick to win this championship. I'm sticking to the Badgers in this one. Wisconsin was not a popular selection on Saturday, that's for sure. A lot of people like Michigan State, and it makes sense when you look at what the Spartans have done and Tom Izzo in March in general. But Wisconsin, this is a very experienced team. Fundamentally sound. They should win the turnover battle in a big way in this game. Be competitive on the glass. They're the #1 free throw shooting team, while Michigan is ranked outside the top 150 there. So a big advantage for Wisconsin in that facet. Shot quality wise, Wisconsin is the better team also, in my opinion. Add to the fact that they're playing with revenge in this one. They lost the only meeting of the season series. Granted, that was a while ago. It was on December 3rd. But still, Wisconsin looking to get that revenge win and win this championship. In this one, I'm going to go Wisconsin and lay the points in the Big Ten Championship. And that's it. Those are the games for Sunday in college basketball. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope Selection Sunday treats you well. Again, if you're looking for my best bets, you can find those at Pickdawgz Premium, and there is a link in the description. As always, this is Romanelli. Good luck.